Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Mid90s. Written and directed by Jonah Hill, Mid90s follows Stevie, a 13-year-old in 90s era LA who spends his summer navigating between his troubled home life and a group of new friends that he meets at a Motor Avenue skate shop. This is a 2018 film. It is rated R. It runs just under an hour and a half. It's kind of short. I'm going to try and read all these names to you of the stars. Sonny Suljic, Lucas Hedges, Nakel Smith, Olan Pranat, Gio Galicia, Ryder McLaughlin, and Alexa Demi, and Catherine Waterson. Mid-90s. Well, for some reason, I did hear about this movie. I think it was in independent theaters, the smaller ones, around town. And uh, I don't usually go see those. I have seen Eighth Grade, and I have seen, Reformed, a church movie, kind of scary one, in those independent theaters. But I just didn't see this, and I don't see a lot, really at all in those theaters. But I know it was around last year, so it was on my radar. I did want to see it, and I appreciate what Jonah Hill has done as an actor. He's starting to really come into his own with some really masterful acting jobs, with Wolf on Wall Street and stuff like that. So I was willing to give this a chance. I was a little bit excited about it. I wasn't so excited about the skateboarding part because I've seen a lot of skateboarding kind of, lazy kids kind of, revolting against society kind of movies. And I was hoping for something a little bit more funny from Jonah Hill. Like, he's such a kind of a comedic rock star right now with everything he's done, So I just was expecting something a little bit more funny, but this was pretty serious. So that's just to start. So when we start the movie, I was kind of excited because this is my era. I was, I was about 10 years old in 1990, 90. Yeah, I was six then. But so everything that was in this movie, like, I was trying to make sure it was accurate. They had the cassettes, they had CDs, they had skateboards, they had, all kinds of stuff that kind of brought back memories. The Discman, oh my gosh, I used to love my Discman. And cigarettes were kind of new and everything, that like it was the thing to be cool. Um, I was really excited about it. I thought it was going to be more like that, just talking about stuff in that 10 years of history, how it affected people. But that idea kind of got dropped after about 10, 15 minutes, and I kind of got disappointed. And it started into its storyline, and it has the family abuse, and it has the trying to fit in and be cool even when you're 13. The way to talk and the way to be cool and the way to go to parties and fit in with people and attract girls and all that stuff. That's for every group of generation. It's not just the 90s. And so I think it kind of lost its focus after 15 minutes. And I wish it would have talked more about how things were in the 90s, because the rest of this movie, about an hour and 20 minutes, past the first 20 minutes, the hour 20 minutes is just a story about this kid and stuff that he, is struggling with. And it actually says later in the movie that, hey, everybody's got problems. And that's how I felt after watching this movie is, hey, everybody's got problems. We all got messed up family. We all got messed up problems. We all hate people. We're all trying to fit in. That's everybody that's born every single year in the history of this world. So I don't really know why they decided to go that way and why they decided to tell this story of this kid. I just felt like it was very lackluster story after the first 15 20 minutes, and I wish they would have carried on the theme of the 90s because that's what this movie was supposed to be about. And there was a lot going on at that time, and we had a lot of things that were, the president and stuff that, kind of shaped society. And so I just wish they would have talked more about that instead of just having a generic story. And so, as far as the story goes with this kid, the things that happen to him are shocking, and there are some inappropriate jokes that are rather funny, and there's a lot of talking and questioning and dialogue that is a little interesting. So I mildly enjoyed the humor. I mildly enjoyed the story. Um, they talked about these skateboard pros every once in a while, but we never get to see them skateboard per se. The things that happen to this kid, he has a couple of things happen to him. They're rather violent and shocking when they happen. So it is interesting. It has things come up that sort of surprise you. So itself as a story is fine. Nothing bad really. I'm just surprised they went the way they did. So all in all, I would say that Mid90s has decent acting, a decent story, and decent suggestions about how things were in the 90s. So when a movie's like this, I give it a C. It is a debut, kind of thing by Jonah Hill, so maybe he'll make more funny things in the future. Hopefully, they're not all this kind of stale storyline telling kind of stuff. So, a C for Mid90s. Give it a watch, especially if it seems like it's in your category of things you would like. Thanks a lot, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would, and enjoy your movies. Thanks.